Welcome to New York Gold Tours. I'm Loretta Jones, CEO and founder, and tonight I'll bring you a vision strategy practice, and the name of it is Vision Strategy Own Stance. And there'll be an exercise called smartSIGHT, and it will involve drawing with color. So if you'd like to go and get, and so this will be repeating, well, I'm gonna have to cut this. So there will be so this will be a vision strategy, sorry, it's what I just said, but this will be every Wednesday night, a little bit earlier from now on. And I wanted to go live. I'm not ready yet to do that. So soon, coming soon, it will be a live stream. Okay, so you'll need a little supplies, like I said, just some paper or a notebook. So you can have one sheet. And I'll be drawing at the same time. So you'll need a pencil and a pen, a pencil and a pen, and some colors. So earth colors, so not the earth tones of red, brown, yellow, green, but the way we see earth from a distance with the blue and green. So blue, green, and yellow. Yes. While you get those supplies, I'll give a brief description of the main element of the practice, and it is a vision strategy fundamental where you can benefit from seeing yourself on the globe. It's something we take for granted, and we really don't picture ourselves that way. But it can bring a lot of perspective when we do, and a lot of ownership of place and vision. Practicalities. So once you have your supplies, get comfortable, and good lighting, or just adequate lighting. If you only have one color, it's fine. You can use one color. If you have the colors that I said, you can use colored pencil, marker, crayon, pastel. And starting with blue, you can start coloring from the top of the page and color in sky. So depending on what color blue you have and what degree of pressure you put, you can achieve a light blue by pressing lightly. Only about halfway down the page to a midway point. if you're using the blue, press a little bit harder. And feel out the circle. So just with small sections by section, you can start to form the curve of the globe, but it will not be a full globe. It's going to be not suspended in sight, but it will be the top 3/4 portion of the globe. So you're going to picture what you'll be drawing, and you can start at the left, a little bit in, and then bring it out and around. But little by little, you get a feel for the correct curve that you want. And you don't worry about any lines that are there, you just ignore them. And what I'm gonna do is make it more of a perfect circle now, because you can see it's a little irregular in some spots. So I'm just gonna make it more balanced and ignore those lines and make these lines a little bit darker. And so it takes a lot of lines like this, and that's sketching. Next week we'll have music. And maybe you'll have your supplies ready. If you rejoin, I hope you'll find our video next week. It will post by 7 p.m. And after work, vision strategy activity. Okay. And of course, if you ever already have the feel of the circle, you can just go ahead and draw the circle. For the globe, you can just go ahead and draw it. But usually then you have to go and get it more, the way that you want it. So it's easier to just sketch it and adjust as you go. Okay. Very good. So in blue or green, draw the continent on which you live. And you can take the time to look that up if you're not familiar. Here in North America, it's similar to a almost like a Western saddle. An oval that is also a little rounded at the corners, goes up toward Canada, but I like to just draw America when I draw this continent. And Mexico, of course, extends down in a little bit of a triangle if you wanted to draw that. And there's Florida, but that's another thing that from a distance you can kind of just draw the shape and draw the overall shape of the continent without the detail. Okay, so I'm going to do mine in green. in yellow. Make a colored in color block of your state. So if you don't know the shape of your state, you can look that up too. Here in New York, we're off in a little bit of our own in Manhattan, and I'm going to draw it as the oval, sort of rectangular or oblong oval shape that I feel that it is. And it's got a nice predicament here of welcoming. Okay, so as I was saying, above your yellow state shape, you can write something that you'd like to see added, that's already existing, and you can draw it or write it. Then you'll have a chance to try to see yourself on the globe. So so you can close your eyes for a minute and you can try to picture yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, before you do that. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. So you can close your eyes and try to picture yourself on the globe. In that space of your state, on your continent, owning your own space, that shared earth, but your own space. It's not as easy as it sounds. But it will get easier. Okay. Now you can use a pen, a contrast color. If you don't have a pen, a contrast color, and draw a small, or whatever size you want, a stick figure of yourself on the yellow block of your state, the yellow color block of your state. Okay, and the last step with the yellow color, draw a curve at the topmost corner on the right for the sun. And it can be pretty large, and it's only a 90-degree angle, but it can be larger than the globe or as large, and you can make it darker and then draw the rays. And between, longer sun rays that go out and some going onto the globe and close to your figure. You can then take the blue pencil and start filling in around the globe. And it's fine if some is darker. You can imagine by our atmosphere, it's thicker and sometimes more translucent, I guess, with the thicker white cover of cloud, but it can be a darker shade as well of the blue. And you can just picture depth of space. And as you observe your placement, you can imagine yourself there a little bit better maybe than you were able to picture, and to feel the sun's rays and warmth and brightness, especially of a new day. And then you can go ahead and sign your work with your signature or an initialing. And then the month and year, or you can put the full date if you want. And then you have a visual that you can use to create notes for yourself if you'd like to process something that you want to put outside of yourself and onto the surface of your artwork. You can use a lighter sheet of paper on top of it that you can see through, and you can place it here, and with yourself on the globe, you can fill in around the globe. You can fill it in with maybe the challenges that you have or the goals that you need to meet. And when you see them in front of you, it's like tackling an agenda, or having a game plan that you've laid out on a table in front of you. But it works in ways that you don't even have to think very much, because you're already processing a whole lot of information, just paying attention to your drawing that you already worked on. So you can go back to it over the week and you can keep in mind that you'll be going on to a next step next week if you find the video of Vision Strategy own stance, and it will be listed, like I said, by 7 p.m. a week from today, from tonight. And you can use it for also for just for perspective of however you want to look at it. You can see it as your as if the world is small, and you can see it the opposite, as if it's such a big space, and the things upon you are small, the challenges or the obligations. And so it's a good processing board. You can call the drawing a processing board if you like. So enjoy, and good luck, and good job, and vision smartly. Wait, I'm gonna edit that. Vision remember to vision in your own stance, your place in the world. And then one other tip is you can also add in to the globe around you. You can take a page and put it on top of it. It's good to keep this one blank so that you have sort of a drawing board for yourself, and you can always start there. But if you layer a piece of tracing paper every time you want to do, like you can even do memos on it. But if you want to add in the things that you want to see around you, or things that you want there, that you or stick figures of people that you want to have with you, you can do a series of those, or you can do one of those, whatever you feel compelled to do. And it's just a nice practice to be able to see it in front of you, instead of we're just taking our place in the world for granted. So I hope to see you next week, and I can't wait till these are live streamed and we can have interactive drawing and vision strategy questions, all you like. So good night, and thank you for joining.